4. Bears at the Green Bay 48-yard line in a 3-point game. Williams moving Kmet around. Kmet in motion. Caleb escapes pressure, throws on the run, and it's off the hands of DJ Moore. Lenham couldn't handle it. 3rd and 4. Now you got the left tackle Trapillo.
Yeah, he hobbled
off the field. Ooh.
Yeah.
And Theo Benedette comes in to take his place.
Well, I was just going to say, DJ Moore did the hard job. It was man-to-man coverage. You can see 24 Valentine on him. He looked back and he sees that Caleb is starting to escape to his right. He separates in position, ball just off of his fingertips. So now you got a guy who hadn't played all game at left tackle.
Except as a receiver. Pass is caught. That's a first down and a lot more down the sideline before he steps out of bounds. DeAndre Swift with 148. 23 yards from the Green Bay 25-yard line.
Well, that's a bust in coverage. Enagbare is a big defensive end. He's trying to drop out, but nobody out in the flat at all. Swift has wide receiver skill set, easy first down conversion, and Green Bay just didn't have anybody out there that time to be able to defend Swift.
Now Chicago can use the clock as well. They automatically right now they're in field goal range. They want to get 7. They can use the clock. Williams throwing, and it's caught for the touchdown by DJ Moore. Forget about the clock. Just take the lead when you can. "25 yards. 6 plays, 66 yards in 68 seconds. And now the extra point could make Green Bay have to get a touchdown. Field goal will do them no good to make it 31-27 here. Cairo Santos in for the point after. Bears by 4.
Al, you're going to love this design by Ben Johnson. You put the big tight end Loveland out to the outside. You put 3 receivers. They look like they're going to just throw a quick screen to Luther Burton. Watch Caleb Williams pump it and then release DJ Moore down that left sideline. So you put Moore and Loveland out in front. The defense, watch them react. If they think the ball is going to be thrown to Burton, they completely lose DJ Moore behind him because their eyes were on that quick screen. Good job of kind of showing it, flashing it by Caleb. And there's nobody downfield. Once they bid on it, easy throw for Moore once again against the Packers for the touchdown.
There's a tale of 2 cities and a tale of 2 halves. Who could have figured this at halftime?
This game's a long way from being over. But dude, you remember that 4th down conversion that Caleb Williams hit? This young man, he has basically saved this team to give them this chance. 8 of 15, 141 yards and 2 touchdowns, plus the 2-point conversion in the last 2 drives.
Bears have erased an 18-point deficit. Jacobs and Nixon are back there. This is Nixon from the 5. Keyshawn Nixon to the outside. Stopped at the 28-yard line with 1:36.
Now, as soon as you said, hey, you don't need to be in much of a hurry, bang, touchdown, I was thinking the same thing. This guy, with 1:36 and a timeout, it's an eternity for Jordan Love. Now, will they protect him is going to be the question.
Start from the 28-yard line. Love 19 of 35. 4 touchdown passes tonight. 274 through the air. Here they go from the 28. 4-man rush. Love under pressure. Jacobs makes the catch. Jacobs fighting for extra yardage up to the 30, tackled there by Dexter. Second down.
Love was forced, good coverage downfield. He's forced to check that football down. He's got to crank up this urgency, trying to hold on to that last time out.
Got to go 69 yards from here. Throws, and it's incomplete. Coverage is very tight. Gordon covering Jaden Reed. Third down.
Now they've been going after Kyler Gordon. That time he was in much better position and almost came away with a game-sealing interception. Heck of a job of responding by 6.
.68 seconds. Small creasing the face of Williams on the sideline. Still a lot of time. 3rd and 7. Obviously a 4th-down situation. Throw, drop, 4th down. Dobbs couldn't handle it. Last gasp now for the Green Bay Packers.
And let's see what Dennis Allen. He has done such a good job of mixing zone and man-to-man. Blitz, rushing 4. Keeping the Green Bay Packers offensive line off guard. What will he do here on this critical 4th down play?
Golden and Dobbs both wide to the right. Watson wide to the left. Golden goes in motion. Needs 7 to keep it alive. Going deep on the sideline, and that is hauled in by Matthew Golden to keep the drive alive and their hopes alive.
Now they move Golden from the right all the way over to the left. Now he's got the matchup against Gordon. See, Gordon, he's been ailing, not at 100%. Look at that cushion. It's exactly what Jordan Love saw. When he moved him in motion, created that free release, he knew exactly where to go with that football and hits that 4th down throw.
60 seconds. To the outside. That's caught out of bounds. That only took 5 seconds. Look at Josh Wiley right there. 2nd down.
Now, I can't help but think about that extra or that field or the extra point that they missed. If they hit that extra point, it's a 3-point game. They're working for a field goal right now to tie it up, and instead, because of that, they got to score a touchdown.
A year of crazy kicks, man, I'm telling you. Second and 3. Deep drop. Long throw off the hands and incomplete of Jaden Reed. 3rd and 3. Got beat on the play.
Now either Matt LaFleur or Jordan Love, he's basically looking to see where 6 is. And I think we've seen every single receiver that Green Bay has lined up against him because, by the way, Kyler Gordon is a tremendously talented player. He's just been playing through a lot of injuries. Had a calf, had a hammy, and right now Love looks for him in man coverage and goes right to him.
3rd and 3. Pass is hauled in. Dobbs inside the 45, covered by Johnson and Gordon. That's a 1st down. Clock stop 44. Timeout.
They're going to use their last timeout. Boy, I tell you, we've been talking about all this Caleb Williams and the way he's played on 3rd and 4th down, especially in his 4th quarter. And now we're seeing the same thing from Jordan Love.
And we're seeing some light flurries as well. You can see them there. We had about a half hour. This field about 45 minutes before the game was covered in white.
Beautiful thing.
It was tremendous. But now, as we come down to the end, why not? It's the way a Green Bay-Chicago game should have. With a little bit of snow.
Exactly.
There you go. He doesn't care.
So Love probably has a couple plays here. They catch the ball, they stay in bounds. You got to get up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
Looks downfield, fires downfield, caught to the 24-yard line goes Jaden Reed. And now you got an injured Packer, so this is going to cost them an extra 10 seconds. They got to stop it here after a 20-yard gain, and that's going to cost some time on the clock.
Yeah, that's going to be a 10-second runoff. No timeouts. Oh, my gosh, the timing of this. Again, a great throw, great route.
Because they are out of timeouts, they'll be charged a fourth excess timeout. That includes a 10-second runoff. Game clock operator, please set the game clock to 22. Play clock operator, please set the play clock to 30. Both clocks will start on my ready for play signal.
So the injury here takes the clock down to 22. It's short. That's the center.
Exactly.
Man, of all things, too. It's so funny. I mean, it's not funny. It's ironic. Chicago loses its left tackle before they get the go-ahead touchdown. Now, Green Bay, of all things, loses their center with 22 seconds to go.
Yeah. Look at this. Smith comes in. Of course, this is stuff you prepare and work for, but you got to come out. The biggest thing for him is just getting the snap back to Jordan Love. But how about that throw? That time the Bears sat back. They've been playing a lot of man-to-man. This time they sat back in zone, and it required a lot of time. The offensive line, even with Ryan going down, gave him enough time to be able to make that throw.
So now Lecitus Smith, backup guard, backup center. He'll make his first snap, but who knows how long. Ninth play of the drive coming. Clock begins to run on the referee signal. Love dancing, Love throwing a little too high. Intended for Christian Watson. 13 seconds.
He throws that over the middle. By the way, he gets hit right as he throws the football, and he throws it into a hole where he's waiting for Watson to run into, right in the middle of three defenders. Watson almost came down with that football. 2, maybe 3 plays with 13 seconds left, depending on how quickly the ball comes out. And, of course, the Bears, all they're thinking about is tackling them inbounds.
Keep the clock going. From the 23, the left-handed snapper, the center.
There's movement on that left side by, I think it's Wiley, the tight end.
Offensive 63.
Oh, they got the tackle.
No 10-second runoff because the clock was stopped at the time of the foul. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Rasheed Walker. For 13 seconds, ball back at the 28. Bears only have 3 guys up at the line of scrimmage, all spread apart. Love stepping up, looks toward the sideline, and then has it deflected. Montez Sweat having a fabulous year. Makes the play there. 2 seconds, 1 play, barring a defensive foul.
Wow, what a job of hustle there by Sweat. Again, the leader up front of this defense. Retraced, saw that the quarterback Love had pulled out, checked, kind of climbed the pocket, and it did a good job there getting a hand on the football, or a hand on the arm.
Please reset the game clock to 7 seconds.
Okay.
Which is the time that the pass hit the ground. 3rd down.
All right, they put 5 more back on. One play, maybe 2 from the 28. All over Soldier Field. Hearts beating furiously. It's dropped. Love looking. One last gasp. Moving guys around. Fires to the end zone, and it is broken up. The Bears win it in a crazy one. Gordon took care of it. That's a very cursory handshake. No blood lost between these 2 guys. And the Chicago Bears will play a game next weekend right here.
That play. These guys have played 3 times in 34 days?
35, yeah.
35 days. Every single game, as you mentioned, the trilogy, I never thought it could live up to what those first 2 games are, but it did, and maybe more. And it comes down to the last play. And, the snap wasn't great. we thought, uh-oh, it's over. But because he's Jordan Love, he kept it alive, right? And then not only does he keep this alive, watch the football. I mean, it's down on the ground. Now watch how much time he takes here. He's got 3 men rushing. He's just trying, he's pointing, directing traffic. I thought he might have thrown it there. Still being patient. And then he just says, the heck with it, I got to take a chance and throw it. Just not able to move the receivers where he wanted. And the Chicago Bears, after a miserable first half,
Horrible.
come back and advance in the playoffs. Good for Ben Johnson and his team.
That's really a comeback for the ages for this franchise, which has only been doing this for 104 years.
Well, they outscored Green Bay 28-6 in the second half. And how about this? 25 points in the fourth quarter alone.
Yeah, it was 21-3 at the half. It was 21-6 with 15 minutes to go.
And that missed extra point. And I hate to put it on McManus, but I'm just saying, if you don't miss that and the penalty that moved them back, you're working for a field goal there. Instead, they had to get desperate and work for the touchdown.
And the Bears had so many chances. The defense was doing a marvelous job at the beginning of the second half. They kept getting it down deep into Green Bay territory. Couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, magic. And we go to Kaylee with Caleb in just a second. Hang on, she's got to get him first. Here we go. Go ahead, Kaylee.
Caleb, comebacks have been your story all year, but this is the biggest one in Bears postseason history.
Yeah.
How did you get this done?
We understand that it's 60 minutes of football. We understand and know who we are. We understand what this means to the city. We understand what this means to the organization. We also understand what this means to us. And so you keep going, you keep going, you keep fighting. And when the clock hits 0, you'll look up and see who wins.
You were down 18 at the half.
Yep.
Your frustration was visible at times. How did you kick this thing into gear?
Yeah, like I said, in the beginning of the week, whatever it takes. The frustration, play with the frustration. Play with the anger, all of that. And, use that for our advantage. Use home field advantage. Much love to the fans and everybody here. And, like I said, you keep going, you keep going, you keep fighting. See, look up at the end and see who wins.
Knowing what this means, like you said, to the people of Chicago, to Bears fans, when you look around here at Soldier Field, just describe the experience of playing in front of this home crowd and ending a drought of 15 years since they've had a playoff win.
Yeah. Right before I walked out, I told the offensive line, I told the other quarterbacks, we're going to protect our den today. It's the den. The fans helped us. And go Bears.
Another one here next week. What does this team need to do to continue rolling and maybe not cause cardiac arrest for Bears fans around the world?
We got to get better this week. We got to understand where we are. We got to go back and watch. We got to execute, do the small things. That's what we did in the second half. We executed on the small things. And then from there, we got to have a mentality going into it. It's 1-0 every single week. It's also elimination. And so understanding that, coming into it throughout the week with a certain attitude, a certain mindset, that will come out victorious. And it starts in the first quarter. It starts tomorrow and then, throughout the week.
Congratulations, Caleb. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
So what happens now? If Philadelphia wins tomorrow against San Francisco, they come here next week. If San Francisco wins, they go to Seattle, and the Rams would come here next week. But Chicago will have a home game. Soldier Field will be rocking one way or another next weekend.
And it's so cool to see Caleb Williams, so professional there, talking to Caleb. Emotions are down. This guy, it seems like every turn he took early in his career, it wasn't good enough. A lot of people questioned him. A lot of people wondered if he was the guy. Ben Johnson comes in, and it's a perfect match. And he was tested in more ways than any quarterback you've probably seen in the postseason. Last 2 drives, again, 8 of 15, 141, 2 touchdowns, and hits that 4th and 8 to Rome Odunze. Chicago Bear fans will be talking about that throw for a long time.
Mark Teitelman, Pierre Moussa, what a job. We want to thank everybody on the crew for the fantastic work all season long on Thursday Night Football, which ends on Saturday night. Partner, great to
Hey,
wrap
thank
up
you.
our
That was a
fourth year. Come
blast.
on, man.
That was incredible. 4 years.
Take a couple of days off, would you? And have fun at the college championship game. Here's Odunze's catch. So much to talk about in this one tonight. As I say, one for the record books and the ages for the Chicago Bears. 213 times they've met. Another beauty. 31-27 Chicago. Last play right here. Golden the nearest. Ben Johnson's reaction on the sideline. They picked the right guy to come in and coach this team, I'll say. Might even take a shirt off tonight in the locker
Can you
room.
imagine that locker room celebration?
Pretty good tonight.
Oh, my
Can
God.
only imagine.
Good for him.
All right. Taylor Williams, what a comeback. All year long, this team. Comebacks, high drama. 2 guys who will see plenty of each other, we think, for a few years to come. That's it. Post-game show coming right up.